Before we dive into the details, let's understand the figures at the center of this narrative. On the left, we have Bill Massey, the Baldwin County Sheriff, who's been in office since 1989, serving his 10th term. On the right, we have Cullen Talton, the Houston County Sheriff, whose tenure from 1973 to 2024 makes him the longest-serving sheriff in U.S. history. These two men, from different counties, represent nearly 4 decades of uninterrupted power, where local policy often becomes the law itself. As we shift our focus, we see that these long-standing systems are more than just individual legacies. They're embedded structures that shape how justice is administered. Now, let's turn to the clip of Bill Massey discussing his decision not to release a 911 tape until trial.
No one still knows what she had to say on her 911 call.
It is a dying declaration that we will use in a court proceeding. We will use it in prosecution when we make an arrest.
It's crucial to understand the legal framework. Sheriff Massey, as a custodian of records, does not have the authority to withhold evidence based on trial timing. Under Georgia law, the Open Records Act mandates that public records, including recordings, must be disclosed unless a specific exemption applies. There's no legal basis for withholding evidence just because it's not yet trial time. This highlights a broader issue: the procedural defects in embedded systems that persist over decades, often leading to injustices. It's not just about one case or another. It's about how these long-standing positions shape the administration of justice. Whether we're talking about the Dexter Williams case or the tragic story of Ronnie, the underlying patterns of procedural flaws remain. In the end, it's about accountability, transparency, and ensuring that justice is served, not just for the sake of one individual, but for the integrity of the system as a whole. And this is exactly why new media exists. We're not here for clicks. We're here for accountability, especially when it comes to elected officials who've held power not for years, but for decades. Long tenure doesn't excuse short transparency. Whether it's a murder case, a drug case, or any other case, the issue remains the same. Procedural integrity matters. We've seen the parallels in Baldwin County, in Houston County, and across Middle Georgia, where long-standing systems begin to operate outside the guardrails of statutory law. This isn't about comparing crimes. It's about recognizing patterns. And when those patterns consistently lead to unanswered questions, withheld records, and families still waiting for justice, that's when the public deserves clarity. Ronnie was a mother, a wife, a business owner, an educator, and she deserves answers. Just like we continue to demand answers in the Dexter Williams case. If you believe transparency matters, if you believe accountability shouldn't expire with time, then stay with us. Subscribe, like, share, and most importantly, keep asking questions, because silence is how systems survive, and exposure is how they change.